My partner frequently remarked, "You're overly sensitive. You need to learn to laugh." When she insulted me in public repeatedly, I began to return the jabs, commenting on her cooking, driving skills, and job. When she became angry, I would respond, "You're too sensitive. Learn to take a joke." That day, she recognized that she had created a problem. Here I am, a 26-year-old man, pondering how my relationship morphed into a psychological study of hypocrisy. My girlfriend Natalie, who is 28, and I have been a couple for 2 years. She is undeniably attractive, works in the fashion marketing field, and has a brutally honest personality that her friends love. The issue is that her honesty only seems to cut one way. It started off with minor comments at social events. She would introduce me by saying, "This is my boyfriend, Alex. He works in accounting." I know, how exciting is that? At least he's reliable. Always boring. Everyone would laugh while I would put on a forced grin. Later, I would express my discomfort to her. Her response was always the same. "Oh my God, you are too sensitive. It's merely a joke. Learn to take a joke." Then it intensified. At her friend's engagement party last month, I made a comment about Alex's blue shirt, saying it made him appear like a Best Buy employee. He wore it regardless. Can you imagine? Now anyone who saw him would be asking for directions to the electronics department. I stood there with my drink, feeling foolish afterward. That was mortifying. She just said, "Babe, you're being overly dramatic. It's called having a sense of humor. If you didn't take everything so personally, you might actually be fun at gatherings." The cycle was always identical. She would ridicule me in public, I would share my feelings in private, and then she'd label me as sensitive, overdramatic, or dull. I would apologize for reacting too strongly. And then it would happen again. 3 weeks ago, at a dinner for my work, she did it again. "Alex is so adorable. He practiced his presentation for 3 days," she announced. 3 days for a 5-minute quarterly update. I told him that nobody cared that much about spreadsheets, but he wanted to be thorough and even created note cards. My manager was present, as were my colleagues. They all gave those awkward, pitying laughs. That night, I chose silence. I resolved that if making jokes at your partner's expense is simply for amusement, then let's enjoy this. Update number 1. It started subtly. The following morning, she prepared breakfast. The scrambled eggs were practically rubbery. "Wow, babe, these eggs are intriguing. Did you use them for tennis practice first? They're so bouncy. I could probably use them as stress balls at the office." She froze in response. "That's harsh. It's just a joke. Nat, don't be overly sensitive." She shot me a glare but remained silent. That weekend, her friends visited for a wine gathering. Natalie was discussing her new work campaign. "Oh, by the way," I chimed in, "Nat's Instagram project, where she spent 3 weeks selecting between 2 identical shades of beige. Groundbreaking, truly pushing the limits in the beige world." Her friends appeared uneasy. Natalie's face turned bright red. "Alex, you are discussing my occupation. And I handle accounting, yet that has never prevented you. Come on, darling. It's important to be able to laugh at yourself." The car incident occurred the following week. She was taking us to dinner and almost hit a car while she was texting. During the dinner with her parents, I brought up casually, "Your daughter's driving can be quite the adventure." Today, she almost made us meet the vehicle ahead because she had to reply to a funny post. Master of multitasking. If you consider nearly causing crashes a multitasking skill. Her father chuckled but seemed anxious. Her mother appeared worried. Natalie was left without words. Once we were in the restroom, she confronted me. "What on earth is wrong with you?" "There's nothing wrong. I'm just trying to be amusing. You know, showing personality, being enjoyable, all those traits you suggest I should possess. This isn't amusing. It's harsh. Odd, because when you do it, it's side-splitting." The realization began to form on her face. This pertains to the corporate dinner. This relates to 2 years of being the target of your jokes. Nat, she hurried back to our table. Dinner became uncomfortable. Her parents attempted to maintain conversation while we sat in cold silence. Update 2. That evening, Natalie attempted to have a serious discussion. You are being vengeful, she stated. I am being entertaining, I countered. You just need to cultivate a sense of humor. This situation is different. How so? Because you aim to hurt me, and you were attempting to do what exactly? Show your affection? She had no response for that. The following days were filled with tension. She ceased making jokes about me, and her words became sparse overall. Then Friday arrived, the cocktail gathering for her workplace. She presented me to her boss, Miranda, a woman she was eager to impress. This is Alex, she stated deliberately. Oh, Alex, I replied cheerfully. Nat praises you constantly, Miranda. She replicates your morning meetings so amusingly. Show her, babe. Do that impersonation of Miranda discussing synergy. Natalie went as white as a sheet. I don't, that's not, she's just being humble. It's remarkably accurate. The voice, the hand movements, all of it. Had everyone in stitches last Tuesday. Miranda's smile became less genuine. How intriguing. Later, when one of her colleagues complimented her outfit, I interjected. She ought to look good in it. She invested 4 hours selecting it. 4 hours for a single dress. I remarked, babe, it's not the Met Gala. But you know, Nat, she approaches every occasion like it's Fashion Week. The colleague chuckled awkwardly. Natalie left for the restroom. When she returned, her eyes were swollen. Satisfied now? She murmured, I am having an excellent time. This is what you wanted, isn't it? For me to bring more joy to social gatherings. The journey back was quiet until she burst out. You are damaging my reputation just like you did at my company dinner. That situation was different. People are aware of my sense of humor, and now they also realize I have one. Congratulations, babe. You achieved precisely what you wanted.